All right, so to make my card, I started with a 7 by 10 piece of craft card, and I scored at 5, at 2.5, and at 5. And then I used this Crafter's Companion, I think it was called a deep cut or a deep border, no, deep cut die or something. It's a trellis, and I cut it once on that end and flipped it around and cut it once on that end to create my base card. Then I cut gold cardstock in 7 by 2.5 and 5 by 7, and I'm going to put that on the back of my card. Okay, so there's my cardstock in the back, and then I've got my little mechanism that's going to go in. Now for my center triangle, this is 3 inches square, and then I just cut a matte layer that's just a 1/4 inch smaller in craft card. And then I've got my little sentiment, Happy Mother's Day, and cut in gold and then backed on a black Centura Pearl. And I raised that up on some foam pads. And then we're going to mount my diamond right onto that mechanism. So you'll notice that I cut one side of my diamond off because I want it to fit within the card. And so, but I wanted it to be nice and big enough for this sentiment. And so you can just cut that piece off, and also that keeps the extra mechanism from showing on either side. And there's my pop-up mechanism. Now I'm going to add my other 2 diamonds on. There's my diamond fold card. Now to create my flowers, I used the Crafter's Companion 3D embossing folder and die set. And I cut 2 large ones, and then I'm going to cut the small ones. And I did these all in exactly the same way, so I'm just going to cut one of them. So for the smaller flowers, I cut 2 mediums and 2 small out of a Centura Pearl. Oops. Then after I cut them, but before I ran them through the embossing folder, I took my fuchsia opaque pigment ink and I just colored the centers. Then you're going to put them in the embossing folder with the color side down into the little recessed. So this is the part that goes down. And I'm just going to slot them in there. And they kind of drop in and sit in there pretty well. Close it up and then hold it tight because you don't want them to slip. And I'm going to run it through my Gemini. Then when they come out, they're all nicely embossed and shaped and beautiful. And then and I just kind of bent the petals up and stack them up. Just while you're holding down that center, you can kind of pull up the petals and give them a little more shaping. And they look like that. Let's bring my card back in, and I'm going to put 1 large and 2 small flowers on each of my diamonds, along with some foliage. And I always use my 3D Collal glue gel for that. And we're done. And there's my pop-up diamond fold card. Some nice florals and my Mother's Day sentiment. Love that. Thanks for watching. Hope you